Google's Pixel 8 and 8 Pro are the next big thing from Google, and they are the next big thing of the smartphone market. We know quite a lot of things about these two devices. I've covered many times, but there are certain changes that haven't been leaked in the past, but this time they are, I will tell you. But before that, let me show you all the renders of all the color models of the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro. So we've already seen what the blue color is going to be. It's going to be called Sky, but we can also see the beige kind of color option as well as the black color option. The next one is actually Pixel 8. We know that there is this rose goldy color option is coming, and then there's going to be a black color and a different kind of grayish olive green kind of color. But the point is, this color actually looks super sexy on it. Now we know the Pixel phones are mostly known for their cameras. This time Google is also tweaking the UI of the camera app. Let me tell you in short. So now with the new camera UI, you will have to choose whether you want to take a photograph or a video, and then you can select certain features. For example, like while recording a video, you can choose cinematic pan, which slows down the panning moments and all those stuff. Or if you click on the photos, and then you can choose the portrait mode or night side or panorama. It's very refined UI, to be honest. What are the sensors going to be like? Well, the sensors though, even though we have heard that it will come with the 50 megapixel ISOCELL GN2, it's actually not. A latest leak suggests that both of the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro will come with the same 50 megapixel 1/1.31 inch sensor, which actually is the ISOCELL GN1 that is also inside the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro. Now, one sensor change is coming is actually in the ultra-wide angle department, but that's for the Pro model. It will come with a 48 megapixel ultra-wide angle camera with autofocus. Now, in the past, we have heard that it will be a 64 megapixel camera, but a latest leak actually suggests that no, it's going to be a 48 megapixel camera. But anyway, the point is, it is not going to be a 12 megapixel camera anymore with 0.8 micrometer size pixels and f1.95 aperture. Whereas if you look at the Pixel 8's ultra-wide angle camera, it's going to be identical to the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro's one. f2.2 aperture, 12 megapixel camera, 1.25 micrometer size pixels. Simple as that. Both of these cameras are still going to be 125.8 degree field of view or so. Another thing is that telephoto camera is not actually changing, but it also is going to be exclusive to the Pixel 8 Pro. It's going to be a 48 megapixel telephoto camera, 0.7 micrometer size pixels, and it will offer 5x optical zoom with super ray zoom up to 30x, whereas the Pixel 8 will be able to have super ray zoom up to 8x with the main camera. The front-facing camera though are going to be identical, 10.5 megapixel, 95 degree field of view camera. Nothing crazy, but it's pretty wide and it's pretty good. With the Google's algorithm, it's going to be crazy good. The one important thing is that with the ultra-wide angle camera though, you might not going to shoot at 14 megapixel full resolution, but with the Pixel Beanie technologies, it's actually going to be crazy good at the lower light scenarios. Because that time it will generate a 12 megapixel photo with much bigger pixel size. So definitely it's a big improvement. Now let's focus on the leaked video posted to 91 Mobiles. Now this actually shows something real cool. Now we know that typical features like night sight, astrophotography or super zoom are definitely going to be there. But one cool thing is coming is actually video boost. It will use AI to create smoother view as well as brightening the night sights effect to a video, which is actually a fantastic idea. Literally, this will change the game. Now this video again shows the audio magic eraser feature. It will actually separate the audios of the video, and then we'll have manual controls on each of the things, like you want to silence the people's voices in the background, or you want to turn down the volume of the music playing in the background in the video. This is actually really cool, and this is all thanks to the AI capabilities of the Tensor chip. But then there is the wildest use of the AI in the video. Well, actually you will be able to change people's faces in a photograph. It seems like it actually uses multiple similar shots to create one of the final product where you will be able to change the faces of the people. But it seems like it uses multiple similar shots to create one final product where actually you will be able to choose which is the best face for which human being. That means you can actually choose the best face for you or your wife or something like that. You get the point. And this is absolutely wild because with all this newer technology, this is crazy. Now, this is not the first time we are actually seeing it. We've also seen this thing back in the days with Windows phones, if you can remember those. Anyway, talking about the Windows phones, there is also another thing coming to the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro, and that is Pro controls to the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro with all these HDR capabilities. Come on, man, that is crazy. Like, they are marketing BS. They are saying like, oh yeah, modeled after DSLR controls, but what is simply is that you will be able to control shutter speed, ISO, and focus, and definitely exposure. And that too with all the capabilities of the NPU. And that will make it much more better. Like, this is something that I wanted for a very, very long time. And then definitely they have also showcased the Magic Editor feature, which is something that already they have showcased on the stage at May I/O event. In simple words, it can help you move the subject from one place to another in the photo. You can remove certain things from the background. I mean, it can do certain things that are actually not there, which is crazy. It's just AI to make the photos look as perfect as possible, but then again, it's actually not the reality. I mean, it's just mind-boggling to me. Now, another thing that I forgot to tell you is that the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro will actually offer one good thing to the selfie camera is that it will have autofocus, which was last time used on the Pixel 3, but then they removed it. So yeah, it's coming back. So that's actually a good thing. Now, if you want to know about the Tensor G3 specs, well, let me tell you. The Tensor G3 is rumored to have 1 Cortex-X3 core, 4 Cortex-A715 cores, and 4 Cortex-A15 cores. And it is also based on Samsung's 4nm process node. So that might make you think like, oh yeah, it's not thermal efficient, but there are certain other changes too. Let me tell you. According to leakers' claim, Samsung Foundry will actually use fan-out wafer-level packaging construction and stacking technology for the Tensor G3. So according to Samsung, this technology will overcome the trade-off between the heat dissipation and performance. So this tech will reduce the thickness of the chip packages, thereby increasing the heat dissipation. So in simple words, it will actually make the chips much more thermally efficient. But that's something that Google will definitely have to work on, because that's the biggest complaint for any Tensor chips. So yeah, definitely Google did something. We will have to wait and see. And now I have the crazier thing to tell you guys. But let's start with the smaller ones first. The Pixel 8 will actually have 8GB of RAM as standard, and it will come with only 2 storage options, just like the past model, 128 and 256. Whereas the Pixel 8 Pro will have 12GB of RAM as standard, just like the last year's model, and it will have 3 storage options, just like the last year's model, 128, 256, and a half a terabyte option. But that's not crazy at all. The crazier one is this. This time, finally, Google will take advantage of the LTPO technology on the Pixel 8 Pro. It will have 1 to 120Hz LTPO 2.0 technology display. That is something that was missing on the Pixel 7 Pro, 6 Pro, all of them. Like, the other good thing is that the Pixel 8 though is getting differentiated from the 8 Pro by a lot, but it will also come with a 120Hz adaptive refresh rate technology, but 60 to 120Hz, just like the Pixel 7 Pro or the 6 Pro, which is still a big upgrade over the 90Hz display that we have seen on the Pixel 6 and 7. But then again, can you see that Google is trying to differentiate the base model from the Pro model by a lot than what it was back in the Pixel 6 time or the 7 times? Now they're going to do something else to make you buy the 8 Pro instead of the 8. And that's the pricing. Well, we actually know that the European pricing is going to be costlier for both of these devices. Without taxes, you will have to pay 1,004 euros for the Pixel 8 Pro, whereas the Pixel 7 Pro launched at 899 euros. So that's a big jump. Pixel 8 though will start at 699 euros, up from 599 of the last model. So that's also a big increase. But then you have the surprising thing. In the US though, the Pixel 8 Pro will not cost you anything more than what the 7 Pro did. That means it will start at 899. The Pixel 8 though will start at 699. So it's actually $100 more costlier than the Pixel 7 or the Pixel 6. Now, those cheap pricing, the 599 pricing, made those base Pixel models the best phones to buy in that price, because even Samsung couldn't compete with them. But this time, it will be a slightly harder for Google to compete with the Samsung, considering it will cost $700. And already the Galaxy S23 series is seeing a big discounts everywhere. So it's going to be slightly harder. But the Pixel 8 Pro though is going to be a real winner at this price point. $899 with all these big upgrades, it usually competes with the highest end Samsung or highest end Apple's models, and there it is just crazy good pricing for the Pixel 8 Pro. So this year, not the Pixel 8, but the Pixel 8 Pro will be the most valuable money phone from Google. Kind of. Do you agree with it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you really think so? By the way, I have 2 separate videos coming on both the Pixel 8 Pro and the 8 real soon. But I need a little more time for research. And yes, if you want, you can get some crazy cool wallpapers up on my website. A link down below. Until the next one, bye and take care.